Hello, friends. So, long time no talk. Past couple days, I've actually been sick with pneumonia, so that's fun. But also just been busy with life. So, if you'll look at this hot mess with me, yes, it's a total hot mess. I really just want to give a brief overview of a couple of things because, as you can see, we got some construction going on back here. So, the rest of my rows are getting installed back here. It's really the first time I've been out here in a few days, but yeah. So you'll see that this row, this is where the compost used to be, for reference if you watched my other videos. And this was the last row that wasn't quite completed, and then that'll be the next one, and then there'll be one more. So I need to rake out the rows once I get to feeling better. And yeah, so I had planted some Mexican sunflowers I propagated. They won't have time to get large like that one or that one, but they'll grow, and the leaves are really good for the soil, and so are the roots. So, they have a couple of months before a freeze gets them. A couple of things since my last update. So I dug up my sweet potatoes, and they were an epic fail. I got 0 sweet potatoes because, I made a mistake with what I planted them in. I planted them in just compost because I had access to like some very inexpensive bulk compost. So I tried to cheap out and just plant them in that instead of like mixing it with soil and other things. And that was a mistake because it didn't hold water. So I watered it all the time, and whenever I went to harvest the sweet potatoes, the compost was like basically dust. It was not a good situation. So that was oh look, there's a hang glider. Huh, that's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, not a whole lot new is going on over here. I just picked some weeds because this was kind of pretty well taken over. That's a ground cherry that really needs to come out. It looks kind of sick. So I'm fairly certain there's nematodes over here. And that's an elderberry there, but it's not looking very healthy, so I don't have a lot of high hopes. All of these beds will be coming out fairly soon, so we'll get there. We will get there. And then, yeah, these beans over here are growing wild. I really need to be coming out here to pick them every day because once they get kind of thick like that and bulging, they're very tough. So these are Thai Soldier long beans. I think there's 4 plants. I always forget how big they get because once they grow, they really just take off. I don't remember if in my last video the tomatillos were still here, but we've pulled all the tomatillos out. So yeah, but these beans, they're everywhere. They've crawled up this trellis, which works out because I kind of wanted beans on that trellis anyway. But yeah, I think it might just be time to take these out because I have more beans than I even know what to do with because I haven't really had time to deal with them. And, it's just my husband and I that are able to do, I have 2 kids, but they're not able to help with this stuff. So it's like, he's busy too. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, so obviously you can tell the compost got moved. My husband had access to a tractor for a few days, so he kind of took advantage of that and did a few things. So if you look over there, that's all compost. That used to be in the very back there in those pine trees. And then over here, if you see that pile, these piles look small in the camera, but in person, that one over there is about as tall as I am. And this one is pretty large as well. But anyway, those are both compost. So I think I'm just gonna spread those all along these rows, even though it may not be like completely finished, but it'll have time to break down before the spring, hopefully. And if it doesn't, then, I'm always eating my words. These are okra, but I don't know. I'm not a good okra grower. Oh, that might be okra soon. We'll see. I never get enough okra to do anything with because I just can't seem to get it together. I'd planted a bunch of okra seeds over here, but that was before these Mexican sunflowers got 11 feet tall. So, you know, but there's a blackberry, thornless blackberry plant in here also that is really taken off. So that's cool. Although there's not a whole lot of, I don't think there's any fruit on it right now, actually. It's probably getting shaded out by that. So I might have to rethink that. I planted some bok choy over here recently, and it's kind of done really well, so that's cool. And then there's a comfrey stuck in there, and there's a Seminole pumpkin that volunteered itself from over there, and you'll see, it's just all a mess. I have some peppers over there that are giving me a second run. These peppers over here are finally taking off. I'm not going to do a full tour. I don't have it in me right now, but I do want to show you this corn. So, you know, I was warned about growing corn in the fall because of some sort of corn worm. But you know, I don't listen. And so people told me stay on top of spraying BT on them if you're going to grow corn, otherwise don't bother. And, you know, I had the best intentions that I was definitely going to do that. And I definitely did not do that. So it's getting dark. You're not going to be able to see me for much longer. So I definitely just want to show you. So, like, you know, it was doing really well for a while, but I kind of fell off of taking good care of it. So I'll definitely try again in the spring. But, you know, I got a little bit of a point of reference of what to do about growing corn. So, you know, not all is lost. But some corn seeds, you know. So windstorm blew some of them over, and I thought they were gone, but they just kind of kept growing, just a little curved, if you can tell there. So, I mean, we'll see how it turns out. I really don't know when they're supposed to be harvested, but I think it's almost at the days to harvest, or what it said on the seed packet. But some of the ears aren't even that good. Oh, look, something bad happened here. This ear fell down. Huh. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. Over here I planted some turnip seeds the other day. 3 different kinds of turnips, some over there and some over here and whatever. So, I mean, yeah, everything is a mess out here. I had cleaned it up a little bit, but, you know, it got messy again. So I need to take out all these flowers, but the pollinators, you know, they still need a little something, something. So I'll keep them around a little longer, but they're at this point not even pretty. But yeah, I still got these marigolds here. And this half of the Seminole pumpkin is really not great. So some tiny little pumpkins, but yeah, I don't think I have really anything else to say. The peppers looked like they were dying for a little while, but they have come back. Those are mostly bell peppers over there and a couple other things. And yeah, I hope to get some tomatoes, but we'll see. I'm not hopeful. But yeah, so I think that's going to be it for my update at this exact moment. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of document where things were at. I've started some onion seeds, so those hopefully will be coming out here soon. And yeah, but once I get to feeling better, I'll definitely take you guys along for some of this fun fall gardening, you know. It's starting to get a little cooler in the evenings, so yeah. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week and stay well. I hope you guys are still enjoying your gardens. So take care. Bye.